Compared to the East region, where Valdez was the undisputed champion, matches were much fiercer in the West region. It was only at the very end of the competition that Alpha 7 managed to break through and seize the championship. On day 1 of the matches in the West region, competition was heated from the get-go. In match 1 of day 1, Cornina Power and Alpha 7 waged a war of attrition with their items in the final play zone, only to be ambushed by other teams. Although both teams were wiped out, the members of both teams also showed us their great strength. In match 2 of day 1, Destiny performed better than expected by winning with 15 eliminations. In match 3 of day 1, Alpha 7 managed to escape certain defeat twice. The team even managed to wipe out 2 teams consecutively while in dire straits, and managed a 2v3 comeback in the final play zone, earning 26 points in a single match. Team Queso and Next Ruya Gaming each won the following matches. Although other teams like 19E, Chivas, and UDR Killers didn't win any matches, they secured a spot at the top of the rankings by earning a lot of rating points and elimination points. At this moment, Destiny was ranked first with 66 points, while Cornina Power, ranked 10th, had 39 points, which was only a difference of 27 points. Any match played on day 2 could completely reverse the results of day 1. In the day 1 matches, Destiny eliminated 15 players to win the match, which put them at the top of the rankings in the West region. But they made many mistakes on day 2 and almost got immediately wiped out several times at the start of matches, only managing to get 19 points in the 5 matches of day 2. As a result, Destiny lost their ranking at the top. On the other hand, Cornina Power was outstanding on day 2, especially in match 1 of day 2. In this match, Cornina Power decisively took the offensive after a member was knocked down and went on to eliminate 10 players and win the match. Inspired by the massive increase in points from winning the Chicken Dinner, Cornina Power steadily gained confidence and finished the day with 67 points. But Alpha 7 wasn't going down without a fight, and in match 3 of day 2, they engaged Cornina Power at the foot of the hill and managed to wipe out Cornina Power with no casualties. After that, the team wiped out UDR Killers, winning the match with 12 eliminations. The amazing comeback of Cornina Power and Alpha 7 took them to the top of the rankings. Due to their brilliant performance on day 1, Next Ruya Gaming was now tied at first place with Cornina Power. Meanwhile, Alpha 7 climbed to 3rd place. Even so, these 3 teams were within 10 points of each other, which meant the Western Championship spot was still in hot contention. On day 3, RTG, which was originally ranked 7th, suddenly showed their fearsome strength. In match 1 and match 4 of day 3 respectively, RTG engaged Alpha 7 twice in the final play zone. They prevailed against Alpha 7 both times, which took them to the top of the rankings. At the same time, the final play zone of many matches happened to be in urban areas. Cornina Power also managed to take advantage of their opportunities, defeating 15 players to win match 5 of day 3, bringing them back to 1st place. At the end of day 3, Cornina Power and RTG were ranked 1st and 2nd respectively, with a minuscule 3-point difference between them. Although Alpha 7 didn't manage to win any matches, they managed to reach the final play zone in nearly every match, so they earned a lot of points which kept them in 3rd place. That brings us to the last day of matches in the West region and the final battle. After all the matches were played on day 3 in the West, nobody could predict the ending of the West region. Cornina Power, RTG, and Alpha 7 were all there at the top, with an almost negligible point difference between them. Any one of these teams could become the champion. In the final play zone of match 1 on the final day, Alpha 7 finished off 19E with grenade attacks and won the match by successfully defeating Ghost Gaming, which put them back in 1st place. In match 2 of the final day, Alpha 7 and Guns made it to the final play zone, where Guns ended up defeating Alpha 7, finishing with a 19 elimination victory and setting the record for the most points earned in a single PMWI match. In match 3 and match 4 of the final day, Ghost Gaming managed to win twice in a row. However, Ghost Gaming and Guns were too far behind the top teams in terms of points, so they had no chance of coming first in the West region. After the 4 matches, Alpha 7 was ranked 1st with 223 points, Cornina Power was ranked 2nd with 213 points, and RTG was ranked 3rd with 205 points. the champion of the West region would be decided in match 5 of the final day. In this last match, RTG was eliminated early on, so they lost their chance of fighting for the championship. Both Konina Power and Alpha 7 managed to make it to the final play zone with no casualties. Under relentless attack from several teams, Alpha 7 was in trouble for some time, but the team managed to pull through without losing any members. With the terrain advantage, Konina Power began to continuously fire at the other teams on the battlefield. However, Ghost Gaming took advantage of Konina Power's scattered firing. 3 team members directly confronted Konina Power head-on. It was a hugely disadvantageous 3v4 situation, but they managed to quickly wipe out Konina Power's members. After that, Alpha 7 firmly occupied the center of the battlefield. As their team hadn't lost any members, they had a numbers advantage. They wiped out the rest of the competition, seized victory, and became the ultimate champions. This brings us to the end of the championship battle in the West. In the Western matches, the competition between Alpha 7, Konina Power, and RTG for the championship spot was especially exciting. If the East region bore witness to the dominance of Valdez, then it can be said that the West region was a fight between many strong teams. These teams have surely left a deep impression in everyone's minds. We look forward to even more surprises from them in the future.